British opposition parties are calling for a probe into allegations revealed by a BBC investigation that uncovered evidence of unlawful killings by the Special Air Service, or SAS, during missions in Afghanistan.
Last night's panorama with the joint investigation with the Times newspaper has exposed yet again more evidence of unlawful killings by special forces, this time in Afghanistan. When this came up before, the government, and in particular the MOD, was determined to sweep this under the carpet.
The UK Ministry of Defence dismissed the allegations, calling them unjustified. The investigation uncovered the personal details of individuals who served with the SAS, who allegedly witnessed troops killing unarmed detainees during night raids, as well as planting weapons at the scene to justify their actions. While the unit's top brass apparently knew of the possible atrocities, but failed to properly look into the evidence.
Too many people were being killed on night raids. Once somebody is detained, they shouldn't end up dead. It was clear at the time that something was wrong.
Then when they walked back into a different building with another fighting-age male to open the curtains, he grabbed a grenade from behind a curtain and threw it at the SAS assault team. Fortunately, it didn't go off. This is the 8th time this has happened. You couldn't make it up.
It didn't necessarily translate into let's kill them all, but certainly there was a pressure to up the game, which basically meant passing out judgments on these people quickly.
Their invasion here for the last 20 years was completely illogical. It was a violation of international law and the standards set within the International Code of Ethics. This is a poor country attacked by all those forces. Afghans from all segments of life, including the Taliban, were attacked, imprisoned, tortured and killed. Their businesses and properties were damaged. All these actions were cruel, illegal and a violation of the Human Rights Charter.
The SAS is an elite unit of the British Army with much information about the regiment classified. It specialises in missions connected with counter-terrorism, direct action and hostage rescue. The SAS also played a role in the war in Afghanistan, and we spoke to a war veteran, Trevor Coult, who believes that such a situation should not have been allowed to happen.
Special Forces troops don't go out and willy-nilly kill people. You know, they haven't got time for this rubbish. They go out to get specific targets that are deemed a threat to life and those can kill and maim. They go out and they kill or capture those individuals. They mainly go out and try and capture them. If you can capture them, you can bring them back. You can try and get as much information as you can to help save other lives. So British Special Forces do not go out to kill people. They want to capture and bring back the intelligence. You got to understand that British forces are like every other forces. We have our own standards. We know that it's wrong to point a weapon at somebody who isn't an immediate threat to life. It's wrong to do so. I've never seen it happen in my company. I've never seen any of the men around me do it. We know right from wrong. We're not killers.
We also spoke to the international editor of the Morning Star newspaper, Steve Sweeney, who claims that there have been other similar precedents.
Was reminiscent of what happened in Ireland. Now, we know that the British armed forces run amok there, killing hundreds of innocent civilians in collusion with loyalist paramilitaries. And we know that, that there's been a long struggle for justice for the people of Ballymurphy in West Belfast and for the people of Derry, where the Bloody Sunday killings took place. It points at something very rotten in the British armed forces and ultimately the British state. And what we're talking about here is some very serious war crimes that have been covered up by the state. And of course, this has been carried out with impunity. And the invasion of Afghanistan itself was something that was bitterly opposed. There was 20 years of horrendous crimes that took place. We saw similar allegations that have been made against Australian soldiers, and there a commission of inquiry was set up to deal with the sheer volume of allegations that were made.